Welcome to our last editorial for the year 2020. What an incredible year it's been. Who would have thought that they would have shut down every single hotel across Australia from the Pacific Ocean to the Indian Ocean and everything in between on the 23rd of March. We then endured in South Australia and across the nation, but in South Australia, a literal complete shutdown till late May and a very, very gradual start up to come back to something like normal. Took a long time though. You might recall initially that the government or the Transition Committee in South Australia only allowed up to 10 people outside, but not hotels, no alcohol. And of course we were able to manage that process where hotels were very quickly brought into the net, and we started to get 10 people inside, 10 people out. That progressed through to the end of June when a significant number of conditions were removed. We had stand-up drinking for all of July until again another COVID-19 scare, a concern that there was a transmission of the virus that couldn't be traced. That proved to be incorrect, but we lost stand-up drinking. Here we are in December, a couple of weeks out from Christmas. We've got 1 in 2 restored, that's 50% capacity. We've got stand-up drinking across all the types of venues. We've got greater flexibility with functions and weddings and private arrangements. Things are looking much more positive, and at the very least we've got an opportunity to generate some revenue in this crucial part of the year. What does 2021 look like? Well, the association has learned a lot of lessons in how to communicate with our members, how to best get outcomes from the Transition Committee. The Transition Committee, we will still be living with that for some period of time going forward. We've had a discussion within the office in the last 24 hours as to what is our ambitions for the first part of 2021. Very simple. There is no transmission of the disease in the broader community. Assuming that stays in place, we've got QR scanning, which means that if there is an outbreak anywhere, people can be traced. We've got 50% capacity. We've got over 25,000 hospitality workers have completed the COVID Marshall training. Never been more prepared. Therefore, our immediate ambitions going forward is 3 and 4, not 1 and 2. That's 50%. 3 and 4, which is 75% capacity. Now that may need to be in some sections as small steps going forward, but it seems to us if we have in place all of these checks and balances, why wouldn't we? Another one which may not affect everyone, but it certainly affects a number, is dancing. It just seems a nonsense that mature, grown-up adult South Australians can't dance. We can do a whole range of other things, but we can't dance. We would say, look at other states, let us have at least a contained area where if you've got a dance floor, you can have, say, up to 50. It may be more in larger places. It may well be we have it socially distanced at 1 in 2. But that just seems to be a pretty low-hanging fruit. I guess the bigger one will be the continuing managing the government and the Transition Committee successfully managing the Medi hotels, the incoming expats who are returning. That's the only risk we have. And we can all hope that we get a vaccine sooner rather than later. The vaccine will make our lives much easier because we would hope to see all, if not most, of restrictions lifted. We're going to be communicating again through the year through our digital Hotel SA magazine, with the add-ons like video presentations to you. We're going to be doing more and more Zooms, maybe not as frequently, but certainly it's been a great way of communicating quickly and directly with you. And we're also going to be looking at a whole range of other communication mechanisms that make your life easier, gets you in touch with the people you need to through us, or we can deliver a service to you. A learning process for everyone, and we're so grateful that our members have been able to hang in there, stick with us, support us, and the association, which at the end of the day is you, the members. We think we've learned so many positive things that we can only enhance membership going forward. That's really it for my final editorial to go with the Hotel SA magazine. Wishing you a very, very safe experience going forward. I'd emphasise again, the COVID-19 virus is not amongst the community. There are still risks. We've got some great outcomes towards the end of the year. We've got some immediate ambitions in the new part of the year. We hope that the rest of December and January are really positive trading months for you, so that you can start to recover what has been the most horrendous trading year in the history of the hospitality industry, the hotel industry in Australia and the world. Wishing you all the very best, a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and particularly a prosperous 2021. Thank you.